Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Hiroki. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. False good, important things are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or since. Tall word, proudly saying, we the people.
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday. Yeah, it is Monday, July 18th, 2022. And thank you to John Araki for a $1 super chat way before I started the stream, and the Random Menace with a €2 super chat just as the beginning intro was ending. And the Random Menace says, Kyle is love, Kyle is life, submit to Kyle. Thank you, the Random Menace. And I was trying to get yours to play. Let's get John Araki past to play. Not kissing Dax today. Some smiling faces, and the Random Menace. What would you have? You got some Jem'Hadar fighters being chased by birds of prey and the Defiant. No, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Carlo Albanese was first in the chat with a Karogan flag, and then Mamo Prey, Bird O'Prey, Sis O'Prey, Nephew O'Prey, sassy custom emojis, and a big hug. Thank you, Carlo Albanese. John Meyer says, Carlo, I'd love to use those emojis to confuse the uninitiated. And then the dark glasses, shadow, no, not shadow, sunglasses emoji. Captain Fandom Nerd says, greetings, Captain. I was sleeping well way through your stream this morning. Maybe better tomorrow, hopefully. 54.5 Access Radio says, poker, I barely knew her. John Araki says, liquor in the front, poker in the rear. That is how every bar was set up. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, so we are playing poker. We'll take your Geloja machine and I'll raise you a bed. That's a pretty big raise there, Gorilla. Very big raise. He says, "Hey everyone," and he says, "John Araki, depends how kinky you get." John Araki says, "I also want to point out, Bird worked for a liquor company. He never used the front door to get into the office." John Araki says, "The Joe Carogan experience." He also says, "Bird was never late for work, but his desk was messy." It is true. That is certainly true. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, "Have we completely exhausted the poker for fun references yet?" Oh, not even begun. Mike Richards says, "So she's a nonprofit organization." I noticed I would be starting late, but not too late. Mike Richards says, "Greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Birdo Fray 5 and chat. Greetings, Mike Richards." Professor Brainy Speck says, "Always late, Bird. Always and forever late." And Qapla. Greetings, Professor. John DeMarco says, "Greetings, everyone." Greetings, John DeMarco. Professor says, "Greetings to John." Says, "Greetings back." Howdy from everybody. Okay. Not Ryan Johnson is out there in YouTube land. Qapla, not Ryan Johnson. Bird is right on time, I see. If being on time is being really late, says not Ryan Johnson. Cinnabon Bunny is here. Hello, Cinnabon Bunny. We're working the poker game. So guys, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, an hour later than today, because I have a doctor's appointment at 4. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to try a poker game online. You can play, you can whatever. It looks good. It'll be a game where I just send you a link and you can, you need a browser. So you can be on a computer, I believe, or your phone, but it has to be a web browser. You follow the link and you can play for fun. Absolutely no money, just for fun. We'll all have the same number of chips, and you can play poker. We can all play poker if we want, and we see how it goes. First 10 people get into the game. Yes, Mama Fred. No, my doctor's appointment with Rednikov is tomorrow. Didn't I say tomorrow? I don't think I did. Who the hell is Joe? Oh, I gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow.
You might be right. I apologize.
Either way, 5 o'clock works. Anyway, it's okay.
You said it was 3.
I said 3?
You said 3. You're talking about poker. I'm sorry.
Oh, poker. Yes, the poker is completely free. First 10 people we can get in a game. It's Texas Hold'em, and we can stream also at the same time. If you want to come up on the stream and talk, great. If you don't, that's fine too. But preference will be given for those in the game. Okay, also, guys, I heard today from somebody who was in contact with our friend Deej, and he needs some help. He's having some issues, domestic issues, and what I've heard is that currently he had to leave where he was staying, and he just has his laptop and a tent, and he's going to need some help over the next few days. So please, if you can help Deej by sending him some money for anything you might have we're going to send to him, but didn't get a chance to, please think about it. There is the link I put there for Deej's PayPal. Please send it straight to Deej via that paypal.me or paypal.com link. It uses PayPal Me. So you just send the money directly to Deej. You don't need a PayPal account yourself. I believe you can put a credit card in right there and just send it. If you send it through me, I have to pay taxes on it possibly. So it's best to just send it directly there. If so I ask you just do that. If you can't, talk to me before you send me anything. Certainly if it's a big amount, that's not ideal. So I don't think it'll be a problem though. If you can send it direct to him, it would be great. I sent him something before the stream started, and hopefully he can get what he needs to do settled and have a safe place to be for the next few days while he gets everything else in settled down. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening, Yvette. I'm going to go ahead and pin the link to Deej's PayPal in the top of the chat. So it's there. If you need it later, it'll be back. If you need it later and you don't see me, ask and I can send it to you. But it should be there. It'll be for this, for this stream, it'll be the stuck comment at the top of the chat. Mike Richards says, good evening to the Random Menace. Greetings. LDG says, hello, World. What the hell is hello, World? Professor Brainy Specs is vomiting at the Random Menace. Oh my God. Words and Pictures says, Qapla, vertebrae, good to hear you. Good to be here. Good to see you here, Words and Pictures. Cinnabon Bunny says, no kissing Dax, failure to the Random Menace. And Cinnabon says, you got Kyle, melty cheese. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Professor Brainy Specs uses his 17th month member super chat powers to say, Yosef needs help. Yosef is sick. Yosef, submit to the doctors in the white coats. They will make you well again. Yes, Yosef, please. Yosef, get the help you need. The doctors in the white coats are there to make you happy. Daniel's Hot Topic says, hello, Bird. How are you today? Thank you, Daniel. I am holding it together. The Random Menace is, Bird, you should add an Asian Kyle super chat animation. Now you see that type of stuff will get the channel knocked off, thrown away, deleted. The Random Menace is, Bird, you should add a, I just read that. LDG says, Deej needs some real help, everyone. Please send him a couple bucks. Like male deer? Did Deej need some strong male deer? Okay, if you say so. Yvette says, thank you, Bird. Deej is in a tough situation. Thank you in advance to everyone who can send anything. Much love to all. Thank you, Yvette. Yvette was the person who passed the message. And yes, I worry for our dear pink bunny. He's our pink bunny. Okay, I don't like to see a sad pink bunny unless we make him sad. That's the only way. Baffle on graphite. I think LDG is having a stroke. He was showing signs of this earlier. So I'm not surprised that he is continuing to stroke out. I would say that in no uncertain terms, you definitely want to be get to the hospital as quickly as you can in this situation. Funny enough, all those are actual words. Jaffle, baffle. Well, baffle's a word. Graffle. I don't know if that's a word that's spelled that way. Daniel's Hot Topics says, I can't wait for the Flash multiverse movie and for the Flash to go to DCEU 2 or Earth 89, the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman universe. I want to see Keaton Batman again. The last time we saw him was in 92. The Flash multiverse movie. And for the Flash to go to DC EU 2. I only on the most fundamental parts understand what that is, Daniel. I know there's a couple of multiverses in the DC universe, I guess. But I'm happy you're happy, Daniel. I really have no idea. Not a big DC person. Random Menace says, Kyle will open your eyes, all of your eyes. Sure he will. So while we're here, let's go ahead and where's the where is this? Cinnabon says, if you add an Asian Kyle super chat, I'll flag your channel as hate speech. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was suspecting would happen. There's the link to Deej's PayPal page. You hit send, and okay, so no, you can't do a credit card. You can't do a credit card here. It's a shame he doesn't have the link to paypal.me. Oh, wait. 19 Teach 1971. Now, let's see if this don't work. https:// Nah, this site can't be reached. There's a typo. Yes, I gotta put paypal.me. There we go. Now does this? Does it? No, it still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. Log in, sign up. No. Okay, but either way, that's where you can do a payment there without having a PayPal account. I just used DJ's link. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Random Menace. T-Berg is in the house. Welcome, T-Berg. Alpacans send money faster to be honest. Is that what that means? Faster than Birdo Prey 5. Thank you, T-Berg. Alpacans. Hope you're 20. I'm sure it will. Thank you, T-Berg. Thank you very much on behalf of Deej. But anyway, I was going to say, because of words, let's go to Wordle. Wordle for today. Is there a GoFundMe? No, there's no GoFundMe, Gorilla. It's just his PayPal. By the time a GoFundMe was set up and then the stuff done and then transferred to him, it would probably be too late to be of use. If he wants a GoFundMe, I mean, we could do one, but I think this is just a situation for his PayPal to handle. Wordle. Okay. T-Berg says, I do Wordle at 12:03 a.m. Lol. Well, T-Berg, I've been known to do it when I wake up, but not all the time. On Mondays and Fridays, I try to save it for bed life. That said, I'm not ahead of taking a hint. Let's do, I'll do train. It's one of my good starts. The Random Menace as a hint is on his Facebook. This browser is not signed into Facebook, so I can't get to your Facebook page. Yvette says start with dwarf, and Gorilla says beast. Dwarf. DWARF. That's, oh, there's no A already. We know that. Try a do for a good start, says CDJ. Oh, dwarf and beast all have A. A do has an A, but it has all the other vowels. ADIEU. That doesn't have O. AI, if A and I is taken, it's usually E and O. Yeah, this ado, as great as it is, it only adds U. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think a do would be a great start for this, especially since I already started with train. It has something to do with bird, actually, says the Random Menace. Do with me or birds? Hint, oh pray family meeting, says T-Berg.
There is only one bird.
Mom O'Prey is yelling there's only one bird. Jedi Bill says Qapla vertebrae and hail Karoga. Hail Karoga. Gorilla says money. A group, says Fandom Nerd. Captain Fandom Nerd. A group at vertebrae 5. A group. A group. Mom O'Prey is laughing. I guess you guys have you're gonna laugh amongst yourselves. Inside joke. Clone, says CDJ. Okay, let's try clone. That has two vowels we haven't used, but it also has the N, which we've already used. But hell, we got to try something. Okay, good. We've got C in the wrong space, L-O in the right, and an N and an E that are just not on the table. Okay, so what goes with L? Flown, flow, fly, flight, flout, float, flows. 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 Like a bird flows through the air. Ah, fuck. We had, okay, so we have FLO. That's good. Flow. Okay. So there's no N and there's no W. Oh, a C. Yes, Mama Pray. You're right, Mama Pray. The C goes somewhere. So FLOC. Okay. Flock. It's flock. It's flock. Yes, a group of there we go. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And then C. We got it in 1, 2, 3, 4. We got it in 4. Cinnabon through says flock. Gorilla says robin. Gorillas then says flock. Yvette says good call, Cinnabon. Mike Richards says flock. Cinnabon says champion. And Steberg says flock off. Lol. Okay, well, you know what? I'm still champion of Jeopardy. I'm still the top non-Asian Jeopardy player. That's also not Gorilla or Jay or I don't know, Resolute. I win. The Random Menace says, I am waiting for word Kyle. That you're not going to get a 4-letter word, a 4-letter name, Kyle, in Wordle, Joseph. It doesn't work like that. It'd be funny. Like, the only way to win is to press the enter key early. T-Berg puts up word finder. What is that? You can't click on these links. I don't know what that is. Is that the word finder for Wordle? It used to be you could find out when the word was going to be played, but then they changed it with the word fetus came up, and they thought that was too big a deal to say that to play the word fetus, so they took it down and they decided to change it. John DeMarco says Bird is definitely the top Jeopardy player that has 5 in his name. There we go. I'm the top Jeopardy player whose username ends in 5. T-Berg says a flock is a bird o' prey family meeting. That is good. And the Random Menace says safe link. I know it's not safe because I have this tab open in a separate browser pop out. So if I click on it, all sorts of annoyances happen. I can right click, copy link address. Then I can go to YouTube and paste and go. Yes, go to site. 5-letter words. Okay. I see. Well, I don't need that much help. Okay. Let's check the news. We had big storms come through today. Quick but heavy. Greenwood Park Mall mass shooting. It's hardly a mass shooting. 3 dead, including the gunman. One of the people in the mall killed the gunman himself. So that was a good one. Shot dead by armed Good Samaritan. Indiana. That's sad that wife and husband among the victims. Assuming that the wife and husband, neither of them were the shooter. Wilderness rage, wildfires rage in France and Spain amid heat wave, while UK faces its hottest day ever. Wow, heat wave engulfs much of Europe as wildfires rage. I didn't know you guys had that much forest left. You could have a lot of forest fire. The Uvalde shooting shows that gun laws do matter. Pence endorses rival of Trump-backed candidate in Arizona governor's race. Okay, Pence. Good. Fauci says he will retire from government post by end of Biden's term. Well, how does he know when that's going to happen? Buffalo supermarket shooter arraigned. Okay. Things are working. FBO showrunner confirms surprising character death. What the fuck? The FBI is now just a TV show? Is this a cold, soulless future where all of our government bureaucracies now operate as television shows? Solar storm creeping towards Earth, set to hit planet's magnetic field 3 hours ago. The solar storm may cause radio blackouts. Every fucking time. They always complain that this is the time we might see radio blackouts. This is it. It never happens. I don't want it to, mind you, but they are definitely doing the whole boy who cried wolf thing. Earth might experience some minor geomagnetic storms later this week if a slow-moving cloud of solar particles reaches Earth. The prediction was made by spaceweather.com, a site that uses sun monitoring data to produce space weather updates. And they are even better than your local weather updates, so you know they're good. Geomagnetic storms are the result of changes to Earth's magnetic field. Yeah. Okay. If they're strong enough, these storms can interfere with communication networks and the power grid. It's unlikely this will be the case with the potential upcoming storm, however, which is only expected to be a G1 class storm. Then why the hell are we even reading at this if it's only a G1? I mean, I only want to read articles about G3s or higher. The mildest type, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Space Weather Prediction Center, the SWPC, Space Weather Scale. The SWPC states that G1 class storms may cause weak power grid fluctuations and have minor impact on satellite operations. In addition, auroras may be visible in the sky in lower latitudes than normal, such as over U.S. states like northern Michigan and Maine. Northern Michigan, not even central. The possible storm will cause a cloud of particles ejected from an unstable filament of magnetism on Sunday, July 15th. Wow. So it still didn't get here from the 15th of July. In addition, solar physicist Tamithia Skov shared a NASA prediction model to Twitter showing what she said would be a direct hit from a July 15th solar ejection, but with an earlier impact date of July 19th. It's unclear if this is the same ejection. So they don't know when it's going to hit or how strong it's going to hit. Doesn't seem like they're doing a great job at predicting. Yeah. Okay. That was boring. Come on. Star Trek. Star Trek. Why did Q leave Captain Sisko alone? Because Sisko punched him in the face. He's like, be gone. Let's see what they say. Did the Loki of the Star Trek universe fear the almighty wrath of the space station commander? Yeah, I think he realized when he got hit in the face, I think he realized that's when he realized that Sisko was part prophet. He was part wormhole alien. I don't think he expected to get hit or to get hit hard. He expected it would have hit and went through him, but then it hit him and made contact. And so he's like, oh shit, you're not human. You're not 100% human. You're a half prophet. You're a half wormhole alien. And after that, he just left. He's like, well, I'm not going to stick around here. This is too dangerous. And he left. So, among alien races, let's see. Throughout the years, it's come up some truly spectacular what ifs. These range from technological innovation, like fast and light warp drive and matter replicator, to the plethora of diverse, if not mostly humanoid alien races. Among those alien races are the omniscient, omniscient. It's the word OMNISCI. No, OMNISCIENT. 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 Among these alien races are the omniscient and often nefarious Q, a race who are all called Q within their society. The Q continuum. One Q in particular enjoyed tormenting main protagonist Starfleet captains, appearing frequently in the franchise. All of these, however, he chose to leave Captain Benjamin Sisko of Deep Space Nine alone. But why? The in-universe explanation is most likely to be summarized by how he probably did not find the morally questionable Sisko as interesting as Picard or Janeway, the other two captains he frequented over the years. The Q are interesting lot. It's easy to forget the actions of Q are played by John Delancey are not representative of the whole race. His actions were often extreme and got him into trouble with the rest of his people, but he only did what he did because he was bored. This was the trouble with being immortal, timeless, and omniscient. The fuck? What the fuck does this even mean? And being omniscient beings. Eventually, they experienced everything there was to experience, discovered everything there is to know in the known and unknown universe, and philosophized their way through every thought and query possible. This got so extreme that at some point, the audience meet Q in TNG. He remarks that they don't even like to talk to one another anymore, as everything has already been said. Wasn't that Voyager? I don't know. Q's boredom resulted in his mind games thrown at Picard and Janeway. But while his actions were always masked with the facade of testing humanity or proving a point, they were ultimately because he was bored. That's what made Sisko interesting, was that ironically, he was not interesting. At least not to the trickster Q. Q was a troublemaker. Most of the time acted like a child, wanted attention. Picard and Janeway took the bait, much to their own and their crew's detriment, acting like their own distinct ways as parents, dealing with a child, having a tantrum. They broke all the rules of parenting 101 guidelines, reacting and engaging with his actions, but most importantly, they gave him the attention he so badly desired. In other words, they both make terrible parents. This was the most guaranteed response, which kept him coming back time and time again, with it wind up his parents. And most oddly twisted part of this was not only did his godlike being end up to behave like a child for attention, but he genuinely started to treat Janeway and Picard as parental figures. During Voyager, TNG respectively, he would come to them when he needed help with fights he had gotten into in the universe playground, and when he was having issues with his girlfriend. Sisko, meanwhile, was a man unlike any Starfleet captain audience had seen before. The whole premise of DS9 was to be a gritty exploration into the darker underbelly of the Federation, holding a microscope up to the planets and people that Starfleet did not have the time for. Despite perhaps the consequence of Sisko being the only real-life parent out there, of the three examined captains, he was also the least parent-like of them. The least parent-like of them? He was the only one who was really a parent. He was a parent to Jake. How is he the least parent of? Did you even read what you just wrote? He was strict and took no nonsense, had no time for any of the shenanigans Q was pulling. He had no interest in refusing to entertain him, and thus Q didn't get the gratification he was looking for. Sisko doesn't try to adopt any moral high ground, outsmart Q, or even try to teach him anything. Rather, he simply sees Q as a childlike bully and refuses to be tormented by him, resulting in what might look like one of the most satisfying moments in Star Trek. Sisko grew so tired of evasive childlike God that he just turned around and punched him in the face. This is something that Janeway or Picard would never do, just as any parent would never do, or should they do, to their child. Sisko's action instantly took away all of Q's childlike attention-seeking power. He even said this, just like a child would, after getting floored. Picard never hit me, to which Sisko replies, I'm not Picard. While some fan theories suggest Q was afraid of the prophets being potentially as powerful as he was, fan theory, that's my theory. He was above reasoning and is regarded among fans as most likely. There is also an out-of-universe explanation for Q's reduced presence in DS9 that his character wouldn't have fit so well within the grittier storyline and wouldn't have worked in conjunction with much more down-to-earth, no-nonsense, realistic characters. It may also have been because DS9 writers simply got tired of writing him into the narrative. Yes, at one time they got tired of it. Unable to think of anything interesting, stories of him or get be done. This being said, Q's semi-villainous return in the season 2 of Picard was a treat. No, it wasn't. It was a great way to say bon voyage to the Star Trek icon. Bon voyage. Let's see. T-Berg says that link I used, you put in, it finds your and guesses. Yvette says it's 9:40 p.m. by her and 88 Fahrenheit. She's melting. That's right, Yvette's up in the UK. Sorry to hear that, Yvette. The Random Menace says, Yvette, I spent the last 2 weeks in Turkey. 88 sounds refreshing. Cinnabon Bunny, this is 100 degrees. 100 degrees, holy shit. Minnesota. Shouldn't be hot in Minnesota, I declared. Random Menace says, Yvette should open the AC installation company. You'll be rich. Oh, not just open an air conditioner, open an air conditioner company. Yvette says, humidity here is too high. I've had 3 cold showers today and still sweaty. Sat here in stark honking. Yeah, wow. Cinnabon says, prove it. Oh my God. Yvette says, Cinnabon LDG wouldn't approve. Random Menace is good thing. Bird streams are clothing optional. This is true. And it's honestly why I'm not on stream right now. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, Yvette, is that new advertising for the backstage? Cinnabon says, because Q is racist. That's why it didn't stick around. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Yvette, please do not come to South Texas. You would melt here. Gorilla's Land of Thoughts says, Space Jesus, aka Cisco, scared off Q. Yvette says, noted, thanks, but plan to visit Austin the next time she's out that way. Random Menace says, Q is a nobody compared to Asian Kyle. Mike Richards is omniscient. That sounds worse than the first thing. Jedi Bill says hello to Yvette. John DeMarco says he left Cisco alone because Cisco wouldn't play his games. Gorilla says hello to Jedi Bill. The Random Menace's stupid article. Cisco was the father we all deserve. Daniel's Hot Topics is Cisco wormhole alien now. If Cisco's a wormhole alien now, he is immortal. He does not age like the other people, making him the best captain because he will be the last captain standing. It would be nice. Daniel's Hot Topics is too bad Q is dead, along with the Continuum. We could have had Q go to DS9 and Picard Season 3. Wesley Crusher, Qapla, Wesley. Did I miss Dear Bop? No, Wes, you didn't. I'm going to do them now. We only have, I think, 3. We only have 3 Dear Bops. And Wesley puts in custom emojis. Thank you, Wesley. So let's go ahead and do the Dear Bops, and we can come back to whatever else we need to. Okay. So we've got Gary from last week. I don't hate anyone. And then okay, 2 others. So from Gary Katzer. Oh, wait, before I read it, Random Menace says omniscient. To pronounce objectively, knowing everything. Hex Allen Comics. Qapla Hex Allen Comics. I saw you subscribed last week. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're enjoying. If you're not, please let me know what I can do better. So Gary Katzer writes to Dear Bob, I don't hate anyone. I've just learned far too often that I put my trust in the withing people. I've learned far too often I put my trust in the withing people. I'm going to go out on a ledge here and say, this is meant to say, I've learned too often I've put my trust in the wrong people. I think that's probably what he meant. Gary, if you're here, if you can confirm it, rock solid. Okay. Dear Bob, I miss you even though we have never met. Is that weird? I miss the way you would rant and yell. Your son of a bitch is the best. I've got to make this a little Okay. I miss the way you rant and yell, "You son of a bitch" would be the best. I miss the way you would go out of your way to entertain us. I miss the way you laugh. I miss the way you were fine with people poking fun at you. I'm still fine with people poking fun at me. And it was all for the rumor. For the good old days when you started, I like the good old days when you started Dear Bob. When you would play Besiege, that's your phone, Mama Play. When you would play Besiege and Space Engineers, those are the best of times, the worst of times. We had you to entertain us, and then you had us to listen to. Now, sadly, you are gone. Charlie is doing his best to keep his uncle's memory alive. You are a good man, and you are a good man, and you will be missed. If only you did not go out of your wheelchair to that drunk driver in the pink bunny outfit would have not hit you with his lifted Jeep. It's also sad that YouTube took down the live stream of it. I suppose it was too gory for a young audience. Sincerely miss you, buddy. Loyal Karogan. Sent 7/17/2032 at 7:04 p.m. Does this mean that I live to the year 2032? I would take it. I would take that bet. I would take it right now. Mom afraid would be sad, but I would take it. That's assuming that's a good quality of life, mind you. I don't want to just be stuck in the hospital bed to 20. So somebody writes a future where Dear Bob, where I've died, but it's not till the year 2032. I said I would take it, but it seems a little, I would think you would be upset.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're just gonna die in 11 years?
Well, I mean, it looks like I had a pretty decent 11 years between now and then. It's a little early, but if it's a really good 11 years, I could be okay with it.
Are you gonna get up and walk and have your own life?
I don't know.
All that stuff?
Maybe.
Well,
Dear Bob, is it wrong to keep threatening your coworkers that you're going to call La Migra, immigration, on them? No, it's not. I mean, especially if you really might. You're just doing what you might do.
that's what you said, no?
Especially, yes. And what do they have to be nervous about? It's what Mamo Pray says. Mamo Pray says you better call him already. She would say call him. Technically, I guess you should, because now if they're doing something illegal, you're already now an accessory after the fact. Oh, you should turn them in. It's what Uncle Sam wants you to do. Amigra. I'll be honest. I'm happy that this had a date, like a fax. 7/17/2032, 7:04 p.m. I wonder what time zone it was sent from. That's what worries me. Okay. No, that's it for the Dear Bob. Let's see. Prosecutor recalls coldness, cruelty of Parkland gunman. Federal judge temporarily blocks enforcement of LGBT protections. Blocks Biden's administration from protecting transgender students and workers in 20 states. Homeland Security records show shocking use of phone data. New documents reveal huge scale of U.S. government cell phone location data tracking. Huge scale. Huge. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, used mobile location data to track people's movements on a much larger scale than previously known, according to new documents unearthed by the ACLU. It's no secret the U.S. government agencies have been obtaining and using local data collected by American smartphones. In early 2020, Wall Street Journal report revealed that both Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and Customs and Border Protection brought access to millions of smartphone users' location data and tracked undocumented immigrants and suspected tax dodgers. Now, however, documents obtained by ACLU through an ongoing Freedom of Information Act lawsuit now reveal the extent to its warrantless data collection, and the 6,000 plus records reviewed by the Civil Rights Protection contained approximately 336,000 location points across North America obtained from people's phones. Wow. They also revealed that in just 3 days in 2018, CBP obtained records containing around 113,654 location points in the southwestern United States, more than 26 location points per minute. Wow. The bulk of CBP obtained from its contract with Ventel, location data broker that aggregates and sells information quietly siphoned from smartphone apps. But purchasing this data is not from data brokers. Officials are sidestepping the legal process government officials would typically need to go through and order access to cell phone data. Sure they are. Wow. That is something. Jury selection and Bannon trial over failure to comply with Gen 6. Okay. UK declares a national emergency in heat wave. Wait, didn't your prime minister walk out? I wonder if that was over the heat. Russia-Ukraine war. Lion fingerprint. New York City monkeypox patients face painful symptoms and struggling for care. It seems like just the other day, it was on the news saying, nobody's got to worry about monkeypox. There's just a couple of people. You don't have to worry about monkeypox. Stop worrying about monkeypox. And now we're like, we need more monkeypox vaccine. Soup and sandwich chain Hale and Hardy appears to have closed every single New York City shop. Video shows moment NYC firefighter gets leg crushed after SUV tipped over. I was looking at that. Yeah, it was very, very scary. Not the way. He was helpful. He was trying to be helpful. Thunder and hail, possible tornado, NYC Monday. Make way for summer heat wave. That is the day we're having. Netflix investors brace for subscriber losses as company works on long-term fixes. Delta Boeing confirmed big 737 MAX order after 11-year drought. Musk wants Twitter trial pushed to 2023, so he has time to analyze spam data. It's not all that surprising. Amazon is giving Prime Video its biggest redesign in years. No. Okay. I just want them to stop turning off by itself. Like on my Roku. If I keep it on it, I want it to stay on it. I don't want it to stop playing. I don't want their or my screensaver to click on. I don't want a folding phone anymore. As Dusk Falls review, a thrilling narrative adventure on Xbox Game Pass. Sports. There's a way. Science. Black hole police discover dormant black hole outside our galaxy for a first time. Look at that. Look at this Photoshop filter disguised as a black hole. There is no way that's a black hole. The James Webb Telescope capturing the universe on a 68 gigabyte SSD. Wow. SpaceX is now launching 10 rockets for every one of its main competitor. The popular Perseid meteor shower is underway. Here's how you can see it. Look up. Look up. Look up. A deadly virus was just identified in Ghana. What to know about? Marburg. Fuck. Another deadly virus. Now, I don't think we have to worry about it. We don't have many people coming and going from Ghana.
This week.
Latest COVID strain can cause strange new symptom at night, says professor. Oh, this is a professor. What is this strange new symptom? It involves strange new worlds. Strange new symptom. That mix of your immune system and the virus being slightly different might give rise to a slightly different disease, which, strange enough, sounds night sweats being a feature, explained professor. Whatever. Colorized scanning electron microscope of a cell infected with a variant strain of SARS-CoV-2 virus. Particles green, isolated from a patient sample. I assume the patient sample is purple. So these, okay. COVID-19 is notorious for its broad and unusual array of symptoms, and with its new variant taking the world by storm. It's taking the world by storm. It's getting an Emmy. It's getting a Grammy. It's getting a Oscar. Best new disease. Anyway. The subvariant BA.5, sometimes known as the sibling of the Omicron variant, together with BA.4, these two subvariants have now become the dominant strain of the virus. In the US, BA5 currently accounts for around 65% of COVID cases, according to the CDC, and in similar places elsewhere in the world, including the UK. Some researchers also believe that may present be subtly different symptoms than other variants. One extra symptom from BA5 I saw this morning is night sweats. What do you mean? They've been asking if I was sweating at night about this since the beginning. Now night sweats is the first time that's been part of COVID. Maybe somebody could have told me that 6 months ago, 2 years ago, when I was afraid I was having night sweats and COVID. They just said, "Oh, you've got night sweats, then you don't have COVID." Nobody said that. They said the exact opposite of that. God damn it. Isn't that strange, he added. The subvariants are masters of evading the immune response. Meaning that people who have already been infected with SARS, whatever, can get it a second time and even a third. Fortunately, earlier evidence suggests that the BA5 subvariant may be similar to Omicron in that what causes less severe disease and death than previous variants like Delta, but its ability to reinfect is cause for concern. Wow. The reason for the different symptoms, Professor O'Neill explains, is partially due to genetic changes to the virus. The disease is slightly different because the virus has changed. The immunity to it, there is some immunity to it, obviously, with the T cells. And the mix of your own immune system. The virus being slightly different might give rise to slightly different disease, which strangely enough, night sweats are being a feature. Professor O'Neill stressed the importance of being fully vaccinated to ward off the most severe potential impacts. There is not much data on how common the symptoms of night sweats is. According to Zoe COVID study app, the most reported COVID symptom among vaccinated people, 2 doses, include runny nose, headache, sneezing, sore throat, persistent cough. Other symptoms that have been more prominent include loss of smell, shortness of breath, and fever. And now less commonly reported, giving away most common symptoms at the 6th, 29th, and 8th, respectively. Okay. Well, whatever. And discuss. When did I stop checking this discuss comments? Anyway, it is what it is. What do we got going on in the comments? Bird ain't afraid of no monkeypox. I don't know where you got that. I am very afraid of the monkeypox. I don't want monkeypox around the house. Uncle Remus says, Bird ain't afraid of no monkeypox. The exact opposite, Uncle Remus. The Random Menace says, your audience has no reason to be afraid of monkeypox. Bird flu is a different story. Dan Ben says, I was sitting at my living room table earlier and heard a long bang. Still don't know where it came from. Never heard that kind of sound from my living room before. E.T. lives, says Dan Ben. Don't look up, says Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Now I have to look up. The report from looking up. There's nothing really on my ceiling except sockets for except light sockets. Where are we? Um, um, Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Yvette, please do not come to South Texas. You would melt here. Gorilla says, Space Jesus scared Q away. Gorilla says, Jesus. No. Space Jesus scared him off. That is wrong, Gorilla. Yvette says, noted, thanks. I plan to visit Austin next time she's out there. Mike Richards says, oh no, I missed it. NCISSEEE. Executive antiderivative Jill, aka Integral Jill, has been a member 7 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, Integral Jill. And she says, Qapla bird, I am listening while driving today. As long as you are safe while you listen, you're not tired, that's fine. Thank you, antiderivative Jill. Where are we? Yvette says hey to Bill. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says hello to Bill. Aggie says, hail warrior. Random Minutes, a stupid article. Cisco was the father we all deserve. Wesley uses custom emojis. X Allen Comics Qapla says hi to Yvette. Dan Ben says E.T. flies? Apparently. He can fly. Robert Rose Jr., Qapla Robert Rose says hello today. Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, and the Sassy. Hope you're all doing good. Thank you, Robert. We are. Mike Richards says, does it make you dance like a chicken? No. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Nothing makes me dance. I know because I've had their chicken recently. Did not make me dance. Random Menace is as predicted. It's turning into an endemic of respiratory illness, which is good. Robert Rose Jr. says, hello today, Birdo Prey 5, Mamo Prey, and the Sassy. Thank you. John DeMarco says, T cells. Does that mean one of the symptoms is turning into a spider or a T-Rex, says Mike Richards. And Andrew Jill says, whether he was the best captain is up for debate, but whether Cisco is best TV dad is undeniable. Yes. Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. Okay, guys. Well, I guess that's it for today. Wesley says, I was driving. I couldn't respond. No problem, Wes. Do you want to respond? Because I think I've had it for today. I got to I think I may be having physical therapy today. I'm not sure with the weather. We'll see. So I will call it a day. Thank you all for coming. Tomorrow, I again will be trying to play poker, a poker game. So hang out here around 5. Let me see. Let me just check. Hold on. 4 to 5 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, 4 to 5 p.m. tomorrow is my, well, it's probably 4 to 4:30 is my doctor's appointment. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. we'll try to play this poker game. Just come on to the stream like you normally would, and we'll figure out what to do from there. Some people will leave YouTube and go to my live stream, my StreamYard link. Some will just stay in the live stream and not play, and some people will play and be invited to close the live stream if they want, so that we can talk through StreamYard. Yeah, it looks like it'll be fun. So with that all, thank you for hanging out. And Qapla, and Bird is out. Bird is out. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, how can you get Dear Bop letters from the future? I can't get them from the future, Wes. I just check if there was any currently that I hadn't spoken yet. John DeMarco says, have a good evening, everyone. Thank you, John. The Random Menace says, Kyle Pla. Kyle Pla? Wesley says, okay, later, everyone. All hail Karoga. Words and Pictures just finished my weekly online delivery shop. We're just getting ready to go. Words and Pictures. Mike Richards says, Wesley Crusher, a modern miracle of the intraweb. And Mike Richards says, farewell from Columbus, Ohio. Farewell, Wes. And we will be shutting down the stream in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,